For those of you who follow any of the bad animation circles on YouTube, you're probably aware of the name Good Times. They were a video distributor from the mid-1980s to the early 2000s, and primarily the stuff that they produced was usually something that was currently popular at the time, such as Beauty and the Beast or even Anastasia. But they published one movie that I'm really kind of curious about because nobody was really talking about it at the time, and that movie was Heidi. I never read Heidi growing up. I knew a little bit about the story from television, primarily the infamous Heidi game that was televised over the comeback win by the Oakland Raiders over the New York Jets in 1968, back when televised rules for sports were way different. So with that said, are you ready for some Heidi? Aw man, I hate the Superbook remake. I want the 1982 version back. Oh goody, it's Rainbow Road, only depressing and psychotic. So one of the first people we're introduced to is Anton Jetta, and she has a problem because she's cursed with resting bitch face. She has it throughout the entire film.
I'm getting used to the village. How was your trip to Frankfurt?
Very good. Heidi, run along ahead and I'll catch up with you.
Okay, Aunt Detta.
Oh, Kathleen Barr, why? Why would you sully your name with this shit? Who did you owe money? So resting bitch face informs the reason for her visit. She's dropping off Heidi like she's male. Because, you know, you could do that back in the day. Children weren't even considered human beings. They were property.
I've been hired by a wealthy family and will work in their home.
That's wonderful news. But what about Heidi?
I'm taking her up to her grandfather. She'll live up on the mountain with him.
And just like any typical small child, she gets distracted and decides to go play with the goats.
I can't run with all these clothes on.
No, I don't need Chris Hansen barging in here right now. Can we please keep the lolicon in Japan, please?
And where are your clothes?
There they are.
You left them on a rock? Oh, Heidi. Peter! Go get Heidi's clothes.
What the fuck? Those clothes are closer to Heidi than Peter. Man, this is just unnecessary conflict, aka padding, which is one of Good Times' MOs.
I must say, you can move fast when you want to, Peter.
You know, maybe if Peter had a better job than goat herding, he could hire someone to break their foot off in your ass, woman.
I know nothing about children.
Well, when I was young, they weren't even invented yet.
Don't tell me what to do, girl. And don't tell me how to live my life. Now leave my home and don't come back.
Goodbye to you, then. And goodbye to you, too, Heidi. Take care of yourself.
Well, that's it. You're dead to me now. Good luck, kiddo. Have a nice life. I'm out of here. Don't bother writing. I won't even read it.
Wow. The trees sound like they're singing to me. I wonder if they talk, too.
Well, hold on, you can call me dirty and then lift up your skirt. And you want some of this dirty? God made dirt and dirt bust your ass.
Look, Grandfather, I've made a bed.
Here, it's not a proper bed without these. There, now your bed is made. I suppose we should have some lunch now.
Well, that's a rather quick change of heart. I know it happens kind of quick in the book, too, but damn, that's almost breakneck speed.
This is the best milk I've ever had.
Have some more.
Why, yes, it's freshly squeezed from the horse's cock.
Are these two goats both ours?
Ours? Yes, they are. The brown one is Little Bear, and this is Little Swan.
You have two goats, and you named them Bear and Swan. That's like if I owned a cat and I named him Dog. Dude, I think you're just a senile old man.
Sweet dreams, Grandfather.
Too tight, can't breathe.
They're so much fun.
Good grief, Heidi, were you born before the invention of fun? They're goats! I mean, seriously, they're cheap, they don't speak English, and they'll buck you the first time you're not looking. I mean, seriously, fuck goats!
Peter, here's lunch for you and Heidi.
This is no lunch. This is a feast.
Hot damn, I love the taste of rocks! Now to make their deaths look like an accident.
Don't cry. Please don't cry. It'll be okay.
Now rest, little one. Mama will take good care of you.
You stupid goat. I thought you knew better than this.
Peter, here's a bit of advice for you to make your job a little bit easier. You know, if you quit letting the goats listen to Morrissey, maybe you wouldn't have this issue with them trying to jump off cliffs. Just saying.
You stupid goat.
Don't yell at her. Can't you see how scared she is?
Yes, totally scared. Ah, solitude! God, I love it!
Grandfather, we had such a great day.
Damn it! And now, words of wisdom with Grandfather.
Grandfather, why does a robber bird cry like it does?
The bird cries because he's mocking people who live crowded together in the city. He knows how good life is in the mountains, and he thinks city people are foolish for living the way they do.
Brilliant!
Everything I want, everything I need, everyone I love, and all I ever dreamed.
Are you serious right now with me? It's the 15-minute mark. Seriously, it's the 15-minute mark, and you're going to introduce a song that goes on for 2.5 minutes. And those 2.5 minutes are reused animations from the last 15. How cheap can you be? 15 minutes into a 48-minute film. You're not even a third of the way through, and you're already doing this? Seriously? Oh, fuck all of you. I'm out. God damn it. Damn it, this is electric.
Where have you been?
I've been going to school.
That must be fun. I bet it's great playing with all the other children.
Nah, I'd rather be with my goats.
You know, Peter, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice right now. This isn't West Virginia. I know it's the mountains and that, and you got goats, but seriously, dude, keep the interspecies erotica fetish on the down low. Just saying, bro. Trying to help you out. Okay?
Oh, my grandmother asked if you'd come down and visit us for lunch someday. We don't have much, but
Let's go now.
now?
Well, how about tomorrow?
Tomorrow would be great.
I can't wait.
Are you serious? This girl is that easily amused? Holy shit, I bet watching paint dry gets her excited. Wow, who knew Grandfather was that extreme? Hell, I bet he's got tribal tattoos underneath that shirt and he injects surge through his eyeball.
Can't you see he's not?
No, dear. I can't see anything.
No wonder. It's too dark in here. I'll open up the curtains.
It won't do any good, Heidi. I still won't be able to see.
How about if I light some candles?
And this year's Denser Than a Black Hole award goes to Heidi for not knowing a damn thing about blind people. Way to go, girl.
And the wind whistles through the walls.
But it's not our house.
Please, oh please, Grandfather. We have to help her.
Something told me if I came down here, I was going to end up paying for it.
Damn, kid! Always putting me out! Last week I had to try to fix that Humpty Dumpty guy, and now this! Son of a bitch! Damn kid's gonna get me killed. I'm an old man on a roof. Like that ain't a recipe for disaster or some shit.
Oh, looks like we've got company.
So 3 years pass when Aunt Douche Nozzle returns to take Heidi away.
Heidi's coming with me.
She stays here.
She comes with me. It's time she learned to read and write, and she's not going to do it up here surrounded by goats.
I'll have you know, anti-resting bitch face, that I learned how to read, write, and faint from some of the finest goats in all of Fayette County, you trollop. How dare you insult my tutors? So Heidi goes to Frankfurt with Aunt Douche Nozzle to live as a companion for a young girl who is wheelchair-bound, when a couple of snags come up in the deal.
You will study with Clara, read stories to her, and...
But I can't read.
What? You said nothing about her being able to read. As for entertaining, you'll find her amusing enough. I leave her in your hands.
Just a moment, Jetta. I have further words for you.
Ah, yes, I remember those times when you could just sell children off like that. Of course, little known fact, that was also the time when we had wood-burning cats.
I could drink 5 bowls of Little Swan's milk.
Little Swan?
Little Swan's one of my grandfather's goats. She makes the sweetest milk you've ever tasted.
It's a little salty at times, though, because she only has one teat, and it takes a lot of stroking to get it out.
But my grandfather said you should always ask first.
Well, he's not here. I am.
You forgot to say please.
Heidi's right. I didn't hear it either. Did you, Sebastian?
You know, I didn't.
Well, I need to speak with the cook.
Oh, snap! Bitch got served! Remember to say please before you end up on your knees.
This must seem very different from your home.
Yeah, you must miss the smell of goat's ass and your grandfather's rants on those crazy liberal city people.
Imagine the cook asking if this new girl has any favorite meals.
A kind gesture, I'd say.
Kind gesture. The child will eat whatever Claire eats and be lucky for it. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yes, that bitch should be eating brimstone and drinking arsenic like I did at her age.
Catch these creatures and toss them out into the street.
Yes, destruction is hilarious. In fact, all property damage is a laugh riot.
But we were just having fun.
You've had quite enough fun.
Seriously, all this titillation is too much for a young girl. I mean, I've got the vapors.
Sir, I've made a terrible mistake with this girl. She cannot read, and she is having a bad effect on your daughter.
Really? In what way?
She's clumsy, and she behaves badly. Why, the other day I heard the two of them laughing hysterically, and that excites Clara far too much. If you'll listen to me, you'll send the girl home this very night.
Damn, woman, who hurt you? I mean, seriously, Oscar the Grouch thinks you're a bitch, and he lives in a garbage can with a pet worm.
And Mr. Sessman may have told me to treat you like I do his own daughter. But remember, you are not Mrs. Sessman's granddaughter.
Yes, Madam Rottenmeier.
You are not to address her as Grandmama, but as Gracious Lady.
Yes, Madam Rottenmeier.
Finally, you shall kneel before me and call me master, for I am Darth Douche Nozzle.
It's nice to meet you too, gracious lady.
Oh, my. Gracious lady. There can be only one person who told you to call me that.
Well, I only thought the child should address you with the respect you deserve.
Oh, but you must call me Grandmama.
I can see I'm not needed anymore, so I'll say goodnight.
I believe one can do anything if one tries hard enough.
I gotta believe!
I can put a laugh in your voice, even when you're mad. I can pick you
Nope. Nope. Not going through 2 more minutes of this. Not 2 more minutes of a shitty song. Nope. I'm out. Bye. I'm really doing it this time. Goodbye, cruel world.
I've ever found.
Damn it.
You're the best friend.
Does this look like laughter or pain to you? I can't tell.
Then if you close your eyes and blow out all the candles in a single breath, the wish will come true.
My wish will really come true?
I'm sure of it.
Nope. She gets a ticket back home. Well, shit, my wish didn't come true.
But who will be your friend?
Oh, Heidi, you will always be.
Heidi, the doctors have decided Clara is well enough to go to a special school now with other children.
Yeah, she'll be studying under Professor Xavier.
Clara, the clothes you gave me are so beautiful.
I'm glad you liked them.
Yes, hand-me-downs always look good on poor people. Life is nothing but a tiny blip between two eternities of oblivion. Damn it, when am I going to fall over dead? Carl did it last week and he made it look so easy.
Heidi? My Heidi?
So Heidi returns and blesses everyone with her presence because she is just so wonderful. Gag. Soon spring comes to the mountain and Clara comes to town. And she gets to stick around for a while. Oh, happy day. Well, I just hope it turns into the Red Shoe Diaries with Peter. Well, I guess I can scrap that idea because Peter decides to show how big of a dick he is.
Peter! What have you done?
You know, Peter, if you're gonna do something like that, I mean, do what the pros do. Like this guy.
I'll leave you both up in the pasture, then go get your grandmother.
So without a wheelchair, Gramps carries Clara to the pasture when suddenly Heidi is struck with hypoderpia.
Honestly, your goats have more sense than you do.
I've forgiven him, Heidi. Can't you?
I'll do anything to make up for it.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything you say, huh?
Because there's two things I can't stand. And that's the sound of a screaming woman and the smell of burned rubber.
She's walking.
What deviltry is this? Clearly Heidi is a witch and we must burn her.
Burn already!
And Peter gets nothing. Serves you right for being a douche nozzle destroying her wheelchair. Now you'll never get the Rocky Mountain High, fuckhead.
It really is the most beautiful place in the world.
And there you have Heidi. It's nothing more than a compilation of wasted talent, recycled animation, and ear-wrenching songs that are nothing more than compilations of abstract concepts that children won't even begin to understand. You know, your typical children's fare. Now, am I saying that Heidi is the worst thing I've ever reviewed? Pfft, oh, not by a long shot. I've sat through Video Brinquedo films. I've sat through Dingo Pictures. And anything made by Phoenix Games is enough to make me pull my eyes out, set them on fire, and bury them. However, Good Times does it in a different way. They like to recycle their animation to shitty songs. It's a bit of a mix of shit that no one in their right mind should have to endure, especially small children. I mean, the first 15 minutes, when you get to that song, and you recycle everything that's been going on in that time frame to a song that goes 2.5 minutes, is really lazy, and then you compilate that with lyrics written by someone who is clearly high on PCP, and they're talking about fucking unicorn shitting rainbows cupcakes with cinnamon swirls on them, or somebody who is so depressed, so cynical and jaded that they said, fuck it, I'm going to make this the most weirdly worded song about happiness and gratitude and all this other shit. And hell, even the person singing it is phoning it in. She clearly doesn't give a fuck. She didn't even put soul in the damn thing. And that's how I feel about this whole project. There's no soul in it. It just exists to exist. And to me, that's one of the worst things you can do. I mean, at least with Dingo Pictures, or Phoenix Games, or Video Brinquedo, there was at least some attempt. Granted, it's really fucking lazy and cynical, but there's an attempt. This is like, cash in. But what are you cashing in on? There's nothing else Heidi related that came out at the time, so it makes no goddamn sense. It's like an effort that went nowhere. Now, if you'll excuse me, There's an electric fence with my name on it, and I really have to piss. Fuck everyone.
I can put a laugh in your voice, even when you're mad. I can pick you up when you're feeling down.
Yeah, look what I found in the back of my stove. This is probably me. Probably.